Liverpool are Premier League favourites, in my opinion. They are the best team in Europe right now. Defensively, offensively, how good are they? Genuinely, do they have what it takes to go and win a league title? Arsenal, not so much. In a bit of a crisis, not keeping clean sheets, not scoring goals. Defeats the Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Inter Milan all in their last 5 games. Does Mikel Arteta have what it takes to turn this around? Genuinely, after 10 games, you get a good understanding of where teams are going to finish, or at least you get a good understanding of what they're about. How strong are they defensively? How strong are they offensively? Do they have what it takes to win a league title? Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already, and make sure you have subscribed. We are steamrolling our way towards 30,000 subscribers. Now, we're at a situation right now where I'm going to start with Arsenal, and then we'll get on to Liverpool. Arsenal right now, for me, are lacking 2 big things. And I want to bring up their last 6 games. Bournemouth, Shakhtar, Liverpool, Preston, and of course, Newcastle and Inter Milan. And what do you see in terms of the common theme? Well, Arsenal aren't scoring goals. I'm going to take out the Preston game, right? I'm going to take that out because Arsenal should be scoring 3 comfortably against the Championship side. So if we look at the other 4 games, Arsenal have got, the other 5 games. Arsenal have got 3 goals in their last 5 games, other than the Preston game. Losing to Newcastle, losing to Bournemouth, losing to Inter Milan. Let's look at the previous 6 before that. Let's take out the Bolton game. 4 against Leicester, 3 against Southampton, 2 against PSG, 2 against City, and a draw against Atalanta. Between these 6 and these 6, and you could argue that these 6 games are a lot easier, they're in terms of their goals, they have fallen off a cliff. And the fixtures aren't getting any easier. Sporting away, they've just spanked City 4-1. Chelsea away. Forest, who are flying at the moment. Fulham away is a tough game. West Ham away they're in the pits. Man United would have Ruben Amorim. What is happening at Arsenal? In terms of chances created, they are all over the place compared to where they were. Even Nwaneri now, if Martin Odegaard is not fit, Arteta has to put Ethan Nwaneri. He looks the most creative midfielder they have got. Of course, last night they had no Declan Rice. Mikel Merino wasn't great. Thomas Partey was pretty good. And Leandro Trossard, his form looks like he's dropped off a cliff. Martinelli's been up and down this season. I predicted Arsenal to win this Premier League title. And genuinely, I couldn't have been wrong at the moment in terms of how good Liverpool are. Liverpool look the team to beat. Liverpool look composed. Arsenal look the complete opposite. Fixtures are coming up. The crowd at the moment in stadiums look nervous. Online, Arteta is trending out. If we're sitting here after Sunday and they lose to Chelsea, right? They lose to Chelsea, which would put them, if fixtures don't go their way, they could be as low as 11th. If Newcastle, Bournemouth, Fulham, Brighton, Spurs, I don't know the actual fixtures and who's playing each other. But there could be, I reckon, if Chelsea win, they'll be around 7th or 8th. Tottenham, you would expect would beat Ipswich. Chelsea will probably fancy their chances against Arsenal. Liverpool will beat Villa, in my opinion. I'm not sure who Brighton, Fulham, Bournemouth, and Newcastle are playing, but they're only look, the margins are so fine. But you can't have Liverpool 10 points clear of Arsenal, who are title race contenders after 11 games. They could be 10 points clear. That is absolutely massive. Arsenal they have got to beat Chelsea. If they don't, and you would expect Chelsea tonight to heavily rotate, to make 8 or 9 changes in the team that played Man United at the weekend. Cole Palmer will probably be rested. Nkunku, Felix, Neto, maybe Jadon Sancho, whoever's fit will play. You cannot have a 10-point swing after this many games. You just can't have it. In terms of Liverpool, they're the team to beat right now. They are the team to beat. They're so, so good. So, so good. They won 10 in the league, 4 in the Champions League, and 2 in the League Cup. He's won his first 14 out of 16 games, Arne Slot. The midfield balance of Gravenberch and McAllister looks the best in the league. They've got Mohamed Salah. They've got Diaz. They've got Jota. They've got Nunez. They look genuinely really, really good. I look at this team that played against... This was the team that played against Brighton at the week. Actually, I'm going to bring up their Bayer Leverkusen 4-0 team because Curtis Jones comes in. They had 22 shots against Bayer Leverkusen, by the way. 22. They're scoring 4 against Bayer Leverkusen, and Arsenal have scored 3 in the Champions League in 4 games. That kind of shows you where the teams are at. This team believe in the manager. The manager's tactics are spot on. Trent has been one of the best defenders. No fullback has made more tackles this season than Trent. And everyone keeps saying, but he can't defend. The narrative's going to move. The agenda's going to change. McAllister, Jones, Gravenberch. You got Szoboszlai to bring on. Salah, Diaz, Gakpo. Gakpo at the moment, what's he got? 4 goals in his last 3 games. Diaz bags a hat-trick. Salah, the creative genius. Look at these. Liverpool extend their unbeaten run against German opposition. Luis Diaz, Mohamed Salah has got 4 assists in the Champions League this season, more than any other player. They are firing on all cylinders. Now, I want to bring up the bench. Look at the bench, the players they can bring on. Conor Bradley's a good sub for Trent. Joe Gomez is a good centre-back. They've got Darwin Núñez and Szoboszlai from attacking perspective as well. Andrew Robertson. And that is not a bad Bayer Leverkusen side. Granit Xhaka, ex-Arsenal, Grimaldo's a good defender. Frimpong's a good defender. They're both very good offensively as well. Hincapi, Tar, and Tapsoba. 3 good centre-backs. Hincapi can play left-back as well. But you look at where they are in the league. Liverpool are already 7 points clear. And they're top of the Champions League. Where are Arsenal in the Champions League? I don't think Arsenal are in the top 10. Arsenal are 12th. They're 12th. Look at Liverpool. They've scored 10. Arsenal have scored 3. Liverpool have conceded 1. Arsenal have conceded 1. City have conceded 4. They're 5 points clear in the Champions League of Manchester City and Arsenal. You know, night and day. It is night and day comparing the two sides right now. The question is, do Arsenal sack Arteta? It is trending. Arteta out is one of the most trending hashtags on Twitter right now. Yeah. It's an uncomfortable situation if you are an Arsenal fan. I genuinely think, looking at it from a rival perspective, looking in from the outside, that if Arsenal do not beat Chelsea, serious questions will be asked of Arsenal and their team and their manager. They can't be, after 11 games, who are Premier League title contenders. They can't be, after 11 games, 8th. That just can't happen. So what do you do? If you sack Arteta, who do you bring in? If you keep Arteta, how does he change it? Look at this. Let's actually look at the league fixtures that are coming up, right? Brighton, I'm telling you guys, are going to beat Man City. Newcastle won't beat Forest. Liverpool will beat Villa. And Arsenal have got Chelsea on the Sunday. Tottenham could go above Arsenal. That's mad. Premier League title contenders Arsenal could be below Spurs this week. Serious questions have got to be asked. If we're sitting here on Sunday and Chelsea do Arsenal, serious questions have got to be asked about Arteta. You know, there's a lot of interesting fixtures there. Brighton, I think, will beat City. And serious questions have got to be asked about Man City because they're in an absolute blip right now as well. The ones that aren't is Liverpool. And they are absolutely flying. They've got the best goal difference in the league. Only Tottenham have got a worse goal difference. They've conceded less goals than any team in the league. They've won more games than any team in the league. And they've got 25 points out of a maximum 30. Arne Slot has been there a few months. Let me know your thoughts. If Arsenal sack Arteta, and you are an Arsenal fan or a rival fan or a Liverpool fan watching this, who do you think Arsenal should bring in? I look at it and think he has got to deliver now. They have got to win silverware this season. They have to. If they don't, then I think Arsenal need to. I think he's a good manager. I really do. But yeah, I think he's a good manager, but I think they need more than this. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think they need more than this. We can't be sitting here. We cannot be sitting here in November with Arsenal around 8th or 9th and then not to be serious questions asked. Arne Slot has been Liverpool manager since July. There was huge question marks about does he have what it takes? Where are the signings? They bring in Federico Chiesa, an experienced player. And yeah, they don't look great right now in terms of Arsenal. Slot, no signings. Georgi Mamadashvili will be the Liverpool goalkeeper probably next season or the season after. You know, Kelleher will be moved on, in my opinion. But we cannot be sitting here and not ask serious questions. And I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm telling you guys now, if Chelsea beat Arsenal, serious questions need to be asked on Arteta. Because they can't be that good of a squad. You know, Saka, Saliba, Gabriel, Odegaard, Rice, some class players in there. So I don't think they should sack him at this moment in time. But he has to get more out of these players. Just because Martin Odegaard is injured does not mean you can't create chances. Odegaard will probably be back in the 11 against Chelsea. They may go on and beat Chelsea. Who knows? They may go on and turn this around. Who knows? I think they can. I think they've got more than enough in the tank to turn this around. But right now, the fixtures in the last 6 games, if you take out that Preston game, is... yeah. I'd be somewhat, I'd be somewhat concerned if I was an Arsenal fan. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed. I'm out.